Oh, hello and welcome. Welcome to another Raggy's Craft Beer Review. So, bought from LowCostbeer. This is Showers. Yep, not golden showers, just showers. Just shows the can up there, doesn't it? There we go. Yeah, so it's from Other Half Brewing. It's a double dry hopped India Pale Ale, 7.4%. 16 FL ounces. I forget what that is actually. It's a 1 pint can. So, Half Brewing out of Brooklyn, New York. I think so anyway. Brooklyn, New York. Doesn't some of the other cans actually say Washington, but this one doesn't. Strange that. So, there we go. Bit of USA beer. And let's crack it open. Fancy a beer. Been a long day. And as you do it after every day, to be fair, fancy a nice beer. These things have to happen. And I'm actually doing a live beer review. Been a while. I can't remember when I last did an actual live beer review. So, USA craft beer, all the way from New York. And I've got to say, these beers from Other Half are absolutely spot on. Beautiful, bright orange. Never mind the crap head pour. Yeah, I was never good at pouring heads at any stage of the game. And certainly looks the job. Whether it looks as good on there as it does in front of me is another thing. But it certainly looks great. Good carbonation going off below. Good evening, Dave. How are you, mate? I've got your envelope with all the beer mats and the thing for down the beer festival. I shall take that down with me. Me and Liam are down the beer festival, so when we've got a quiet moment before it gets rammed to the arse, we'll do a little live from the beer festival. We'll pick a spot out of the way once we've had a few beers, mind you. It's looking good. Let's dive in. Big tropical nose on this. Subtle at the moment, though. Wow, that has got some flavour to it. I've got to say, these rings, I know Benjamin from the channel, you'll find it funny. Yeah, it's a cracking beer. This is about the fourth or fifth of these Other Half brewings that I've had. And they've all been absolutely decent. And the good thing is, get the stouts out. Yeah, not at the moment, no. And good evening, Costa. So, I should be doing stouts at the beer festival. Yeah, there's a 23% one with my name on it. Yeah. Whether I fall asleep straight away afterwards, there's another thing. Good evening, Thomas. How are you? So, yeah, from Other Half Brewing, their beers are absolutely top notch. Low cost has had a load of them in. The only thing I will say is it doesn't give you any inclination on the can as to, apart from the fact it says double dry hopped IPA, doesn't give you any inclination of what you're going to get and all that. So, but as you can see, it is, it's a bit of a juice fest of a beer, 7.4%, so sessionable beer, as it is. And they've all been super flavorful. Toffee ale from Harper's, not the worst, not the best. Yeah, the toffee ale's all right. The plum porter is rubbish, absolutely rubbish. I don't know what Audi did there. I don't know who brews it for Audi, but there must be a bit of piff taking going off because there's no plum in it. I had it and it's like, is this supposed to be plum? And a bit disappointing. If you're going to call something a plum porter, at least put some plum in the bloody beer. It helps. But yeah. In Thomas. Now these beers, according to Benjamin, they retail at about a tenner in the UK. So for the likes of low cost to have them for about £3, is a good crack. I don't know the best before date. Let me have a look. See if I can actually see a best before date. Yeah. So they are out of date, that's for sure. Just about a year out of date, but still tasting absolutely spot on. Good evening, Lee. Yeah, I haven't actually done a live. Well, I did a live last night, but I haven't actually done a live review in a long time. So want to do a live review, keep it to about half an hour, no longer than that, but try and do daily live reviews, just to get it back going, because obviously come December, it's advent calendar time, and I love doing the advent calendars. I ain't got one yet, mind you, but I'm hoping to get the beer of the year so far. Supermarket beer. Keep talking down there. Don't know why I'm talking. I'm talking down to the comments instead of talking. Yeah, let's put that on the thing. What's the beer of the year so far? There we go. Yeah. So, supermarket beer of the year. This is controversial. Bloody Brewdog. Their rum oak chip jobber, rattle or whatever it's called. Not supermarket. There's a couple. Bang the Elephants. Statement of Intent was amazing, absolutely amazing. It's a barley wine blended with an imperial stout, blended with bourbon. It's just literally so much going off. And then also you've got the likes of their collaboration with Fire Rock, again, the Call of the Cthulhu. So Rocky Road Imperial Stout, bloody stunning. And again, you can't get it. Both these beers are coming out barrel aged, so they will be out again soon. I'm trying to think of a third beer that's in that list. Obviously, there's lots of great beers, but beers that are beer of the year, it's difficult. Neon Raptor, Tuckbot 2000, their Imperial Walnut Stout. I absolutely loved it. It was immense cold, it was immense warm, room temperature. It changed, the beer changed from cold to warm. Good evening, Mr. Paul. How are we, matey? And what day down the Oder Beer Festival? Brewdog always sell that. Yeah. They are back in supermarkets with a vengeance. But with the cost of making beer going through the flipping roof, they are one of the only breweries, along with Beavertown and some of the bigger breweries, that can put stuff in supermarkets and still make some sort of a profit on craft beer. So hate them or love them, they are still putting craft beer in supermarket. Otherwise, the cost of putting craft beer in supermarket would, breweries would make literally nothing or lose on it. Craft beer is a lot more costly than trad beer. From what I've been told, anyway. I'm no bloody brewer. I'm just somebody who drinks the stuff, and likes what I do, Yeah. But talking to brewers, the price of hops, malt, electric, all going through the roof. It's not easy. So for those coming in, I don't know what it shows like at home, but it's a stunning orange tropical juice fest. Other Half from New York, one of the, I don't know a lot about Other Half. I can only say what I've seen and what I've drank. And what I say is a flipping fine beer. And what I've tasted so far, this is I think it's the fourth or fifth that I've had. I've got one more up there, but they've been stunning, absolutely stunning. Good evening, Mark. How are we? Got given a can of Neon Raptors beer with me, did you? Jesus Christ, you lucky man. 12 quid a can. Crack that open for the Forest game later. Yeah, Jesus Christ. Forest need that win. We so need that win. Good evening, Martin. And Yeah, Low Cost have got a lot of beers from Other Half. And the good man, Matt from Smiling Grape, aka Low Cost, is over there in New York now. So he's obviously arranging some deals to get some beers over here, which is great. You know, the more American beers that come over and for a good price, it's great for, you know, for the consumer over here. I don't care if they're out of date, because the thing is, if they taste this good out of date, and I do mean a year out of date, then what do they taste when they're brand new? Because if they're this good and they beat most of what's in the UK when it's a year out of date, then Jesus Christ, they must taste absolutely bloody amazing when the fresh as they come. Just makes you wonder, doesn't it? Something to ponder. I'm going away next week, so I can't put any orders in. Yeah. I'm on a hoarder, a hiatus at the moment. Plus, I've got new beers from last weekend and all that, so I dare not go and get any more bloody orders and buy any more beer. Good evening, Mr. Hophouse. How are we? I'm amazing looking forward to the Beer Fest. I'm absolutely shitting myself about working on a bar. So Navigation Brewery, they've got a bar there, and they've got a keg bar. If you look on Facebook tonight, what's that I'm supping? So, mate, it is from Other Half Brewing. It's called Showers. Does that show up on the camera? It doesn't show up for me. Yeah, it's called Showers. It's from Other Half Brewing from New York, Brooklyn. Double dry hopped India Pale Ale, 7.4%. Proper juice fest. Orangey pour, good carbonation, white head, tropical, juicy, really easy drinking. And despite that ABV. As for the Beer Fest, yeah, going on Wednesday. I'll be there at 1 o'clock on Wednesday. 1 till 4, I'm walking around. I'm going to do a few reviews of the stuff that I really want to get in first. As long as you put a decent pint. Well, it's halves and thirds at the Beer Festival. So it shouldn't be too hard, he says. It's these buggers who come up for oh, can I have a sample of this, a sample of that? And that's something I'll have to watch out for. Luckily, I'm working with the head brewer, Don, from Navigation. So it'll be all right. It'll put me straight. Yeah. And I'll try not to swear at anybody in time to get lost. And yeah, there's some crazy beers coming to this beer festival. It's going to be a good one. It's going to be a good beer festival. Looking forward to it, as you would, really. You know, beer festivals are great. Tasters went out with COVID, I think. You'd hope so, Mark. Well, I hope so as well. I'd rather, if someone wants half or something, yeah, jobs are good, and give me tokens. Because at Nottingham, at the Robin Hood Beer Fest, it's tokens. So it's whatever tokens it is for a half or third, jobs are good. Yeah, there's no pints at the Robin Hood Beer Festival. No. And you won't want to, really. There's 800 beers. So you want to enjoy the beers. You do not, under any circumstance, want to drink pint after pint. 4 pints in, you're on your back, and you're going in. And nah, it's not good. Little Craft Beer Festival starting Thursday. Selection has shrunk big time. Yeah, I am not surprised. Stuart, good evening. Imperial Stout. Yes, it's that time of the year. I've got some impies. I'm taking away on holiday next week. I'm away for a week, but I'm going to be doing lives. Need something to keep me sane. And I'm doing lives with special guests as well. Well, for people that are around me, so it could go all ways. It'll be a right laugh. I'm going to take the Chromebook as well, so I can go on StreamYard and StreamYard it all on a low resolution like I'm doing now. So the picture quality is not great, but it's not laggy either. Sound quality is good. On my beer reviews, I do it in full HD, and they look great, to be fair. But yeah, Imperial Stout time. That's what I'm drinking Wednesday and Friday. Yeah, there's a few Imperial Stouts that I need to review down the beer festival. Don't care who's around me. You know, there's some that I need to. So yeah, the little beer festival's not that exciting. I'm not surprised, mate, because breweries are struggling. You know, the cost of making stuff is not easy. Yeah, thirds and halves. I'm only going to go on thirds over at the beer festival. I'm not going to try a half of anything. I want to try more beers and try not to get drunk quick. That's the hope anyway. Hopes and aspirations. Yeah. Fact of the matter is, you get drunk, don't you? You know, and then you ruin your night. And my wife's coming down at about 5 o'clock, so me and Liam will be there from 11 o'clock. So by 5 o'clock, I'll have been there 6 hours. So I need some food beforehand. Good food. Big Weatherspoons brekkie. It's cheap. It's cheerful, and I might have a pint in there as well, as you do. And then go down to the beer festival and, you know, see what's cracking in the beer festival on Friday, that is. Wednesday, I'm on my own, so that'll be good. That'll be fun. But there's lots of brewery people there on Wednesday, so I'm bound to bump into somebody I know or somebody that knows me. That'd be weird. Because I've done lots of pub reviews as well, and I've never met half these people. And I had someone come up to me the other week and says, "Thanks for the review," and I'm like, "I don't know who you are." some bloke from a pub. So anyway, Other Half New York, their beer's absolutely stunning. Obviously, these are from LowCostbeer. They're not directly from the brewery, but wow. I wasn't last year. I was good last year. Late. Yeah. Although I was steaming earlier on, but I kept on going. I'd never stopped. Kept on going properly. And as goes, we went all the way to the end. Yeah. The beer reviewers bailed at 8 o'clock and went over to the Stratford. We carried on. Yeah. Liam bailed at 6 o'clock. And I was still there at about 11:30 at night. God knows how. I'll never know how. Dig Brews Eddie Slay's Judge Doom Impy. Baked a chocolate cake and put it back into the barrel. Some of the stuff that the craft beer makers are doing, and some of the stuff you can do with beers is amazing. Yeah, I don't even remember some of that night, mate. It's only the next day when I looked at the beer reviews that I'd done, and I was doing beer reviews surrounded by hundreds of people, not giving an absolute toss who was there. And yeah, and I still posted them. I deleted 2 because 2 were bad. Yeah, I was proper steaming. But yeah, but it was a good night. It was a cracking night. Obviously looking forward to it again, as you do. And yeah, so tasting well. What's your views on a nucleated glass to keep the fizz in it? I don't even know what a nucleated glass is. Never even heard of one. And good evening, Mark. What's that then? What's a nucleated glass? Just shows you done it, you know. Like a Panzer tank, slow but deadly. Yeah, we were slow. Yeah. I was wearing some bloody blue hat, the blue monkey hat, and I didn't even know. Yeah. Local micropubs dare you tap takeover on Thursday. Fair play, fair play. Local micropubs, they're the places, because they're the places that have got loads of different beers, and people, it's like being in a sweet shop. All beers, like being in a sweet shop. Every day you look at, see what they've got, you think, oh, I fancy a few of them. Go down, get a few different beers as a widget. Ah, rightio. Yeah. A lot of glasses do have widgety. They have this like markings at the bottom that help with the carbonation. But yeah, a proper widget at the bottom. Different. I've never actually seen one of those nucleated glasses, should we say. Still got your hat? Fair play, fair play. I'm hoping to get one this year. Yeah. Yeah. Although I don't really suit hats. I might just take the Raggies tap room hat down if I can find it. It's somewhere in the house amongst all my other hats. But if it gets cold this week, if it goes cold, especially in the evening. I might have to slip my hat on. Plus, it will cover the grey up, so I won't look so old. So there's a good thing. Hey, engrave with a little marking, rightio. Yeah. So yeah, there's a lot of glasses you get like that. The Stella glasses are like that. Carling, you know, the proper glasses. A lot of them have that sort of engraved at the bottom. Helps with carbonation. Keeps it carbonating itself. Am I watching the Forest match tonight? No, I don't. No. Stress levels. I've got to go and sort my son's wardrobe out. Hence why I'm only doing like a live for 30 minutes. So my son's wardrobes, we put it up yesterday, and for some reason the doors are on a right wonk. So I need to undo the doors, level them off, and it's not as easy as you think. You think you just drill them in, but yeah. Interesting. Yeah. So for those who don't know, Goathead sent me a package up to Nottingham with some pump clips in, which will be adorned at the beer room wall at some stage, and a secret package. I've got the package. It's going to go down on Friday with me when I'm with Liam, and we'll do an early live because better before I'm steaming, obviously, early in the day, around about 2 o'clock, you know. So I'll have a few beers and I won't give a shit what happens then. But as you do, you know, after 3 hours and you're not bothered. But we'll do some beer reviews because beer reviews will stop us drinking too much. So there's a method in the madness. You know, you do a beer review for 10 minutes, 10 minutes less if you're drinking. Good evening, David. How are you, matey? Is really a Bond villain or something? No. It's what I've just said. Not cheap, kept it carbonated. Right, yeah, that's interesting, Mark. So, for those coming in now and in the future, Other Half Brewing from New York, so USA craft beer, orangey port. It's called Showers. Thank God they didn't name it Golden Showers. That just made me piss. Obviously, orange pour, good carbonation at the bottom, little white head on the top. It was a bigger white head earlier, but that's my crap pouring. Like I said, tropical nose on this, quite juicy, proper juicy, quite intense juiciness. And this is a year out of date. And I don't mind saying it. Got it from LowCostbeer. But if it's a year out of date and it's this juicy, then either they are the gods of the brewing industry or their beers just last forever. And just goes to show you. Have I heard of Bruiser? I've heard of it, mate. I've not took too much notice of it. Yeah, they were giving out their cards at Nottingham's Craft Beer Festival, and I picked it up. I didn't look at it. I was just into the booze. I wasn't really caring what was on the card, as you do. Oh, some more in. So, right at the end, a little bit of sediment at the end. And it's turned quite a more slightly darker orange now. Still, and let's be fair, with sediment is the best part of the beer. You know, people don't like it maybe. What I've got, David, in going into the shed, I've got a plug-in that plugs into the router, and that cable. So the what I've done, I basically made from the house. I've made a super long extension cable that goes all the way into the shed to plug another plug-in for the router, and then an Ethernet cable that plugs into this. I've had it for ages, but the problem with the internet is the resolution was too high. So now it seems to be better. So hopefully it stays that way. Fingers crossed, touch wood. Good evening, Alex. Doing well, thank you. How are you? You signed up for it. Beer subscription service, 100 brewers, 38 quid a month. Oh, ouch. 8 to 12 beers a month. You pick which brewery you want each month. That's quite a lot. depending on the beers you're getting, that can either be a good deal or not so good a deal, depending on the beers. Polly's Brew got £8 off my first box with voucher at Beer Central. 30 quid for 8 beers delivered. Yeah. It's not for me. I don't like being on any subscription service. Good evening, Mr. Mersey Beers. How are you? Homemade advent calendar is now complete. Made a homemade one. Oh, that's you. I mean, I could do a shop brought advent calendar, but I don't know if I want to go down that road, really. Started with Polly's Brew. Yeah, I've read that bit. Wi-Fi extension, Shedfi. Yeah, so basically it's just what I've got continues the cable all the way from the house. It used to work before, but when my mate did the electrics for the shed, the plugins stopped working. Good evening, Sam. How are you? And great to see people joining in. Trying it for 3 months, then pick up some supermarket stuff. Yeah. We all try what we try, don't we? I did try Beer 52. Thought it was crap. For me, I like low cost. I do. I like Adventure Beer locally because it's local beers, and I ain't got to go traipsing around breweries to try and get them, or ordering more to get what I want. Good evening, Liam, mate. How are you? Friday's going to be amazing. Yeah. We've got the Goathead reveal on a live, so an early-ish live. We could do a live even in Wetherspoons if we get there early enough before it opens. Ordered from North Brewing in November and Beak Brewing in December. Right, yeah. Beer 52 did not like their unsubscribing. They make you feel guilty. I don't like that. You know, there's a lot of people who really struggle. Currently raided the cellar. October is a lean month. What, you're cutting down in October, or it's a lean month for other reasons? Yeah, because a live at breakfast time's good because 1, we're sober, and 2, you can chat in Wetherspoons, and you know it's reasonably quiet. Going to Budapest on Friday. Yeah, it should be interesting to see what's over there. The world of beers has changed over the years. Last time I went to America, up for a breakfast. Need breakfast before you do a beer, definitely. Although I'll be having a pint with my breakfast, as you do. You know, 10 o'clock in the morning, it's beer time. I've not got a cellar, no. I've got my own brew stash, and I've got my spirits stash, and for want of a better word. See you later, mate. Enjoy shepherd's pie. So, as you can see, Other Half Brewing, showers, golden showers, the beer. It's not called golden showers, it's just showers. Orangey pour, as you can see, hazy orangey pour, Whitehead, proper juice fest, tropical juice fest. Tight month money-wise, I get you. Impy stouts and barley wine mainly at weekend. Had the Vocation Damson barrel aged stout on Sunday. Oh, bless you. Going to the summer house to watch Forest. We need to win, mate. We desperately need a win. Yeah, it's at home, isn't it? Because my brother's going down to watch it. We desperately need this win. We desperately need these players to play as a team and stop fucking it up and winning. Let's hope so, eh? We certainly need it. Can't keep doing as we're doing. So, I said I'd knock off about 30 minutes. Round about that anyway, because of the fact that I've still got to go and sort out my son's bedroom, and the wife's out. Oh yeah, Arsenal are on a run of form, aren't they? He's got that team gelling well. Liverpool are a bit leaky at the back, but by God, they can score the goals. which is surprising with their defence. They've got one world-class defender. Can't remember his bloody name, but I know he's world-class. It's from Holland. Shows you how much notice I'm taking of football at the moment. Yeah. Got enough on with life and work, never mind anything else. Originally from Belarus, support Ukraine. Yeah, it's sad to see what's happening in Ukraine, isn't it? And obviously, in any country that you live in, the people, you know, the people of Belarus, the people of Russia, it's not them who are doing it, it's their stupid leaders who are dictators. And cheers. Van Dijk, yeah, he's some player, isn't he? Yeah, he'd be great at Forest. We need him at Forest. Yeah, we need something. Cristiano Ronaldo at Forest, but not with his wages. Jesus Christ, he's bad enough paying for that other bloke. Can't remember his name either. No. I drank too much last night. Yeah, I ended up sitting on the settee half drunk. And no. Got to be good. Yeah, we're going away next week. I don't be in bad books before I go away. You know how it is. For those who've got a wife or a partner, you don't want to be in bad books every night. You know, these things don't end well. Lingard. Yeah, red cards. Yeah. I don't want red cards. Yeah. I can sneak down for a beer review later, you see. There's a method in my madness. About 8:30, I can come down and do a beer review. Jobs are good, and then I can crack a bigger beer instead of a 7.4%, which is actually a big beer in the grand scheme of things, let's be fair. Yeah, so, yeah, we're going up on Sunday. Good evening, Carl. Hey? Yeah, in a minute, I'll go up the ass.
Can you just wrap this up, please?
Yeah, in a minute, go on. 5 minutes, go on.
2.
So, yeah, on Sunday, we're going up to York on Sunday for the day. Then we're shooting over to Filey on Monday.
Can I talk about
No, you can't, babe, no.
But why?
Go away.
They love mini.
Good evening, Russell. I hope you recovered, mate, with you.
Okay.
I'm checking the Wi-Fi to the right. Go up the arse then. I'll sort your dinner out in a minute.
You know what, fine, but tell them how the caravan's going to be. Tell them how many hoodies I'm going to bring.
Well, I'm actually planning on streaming. I'm actually planning on back to streaming daily again like I used to. Yeah, I'm hoping to do Trembling Madness, the shop, the bigger shop in York. I'm hoping to do Brew York and Turning Point's Tap Bar. But when I get there, we'll do whatever we can. You know, if they say here's a pub, let's go in. And I'm all good for that. Yeah. I do a bit of sightseeing around York, but I'm not overly fussed. I'm just there for the beer. Yeah. Do a bit, appease the wife and child, the one who's just come down to the shed moaning about being hungry, and then go and then do that. 2 floors, rightio. Hopefully you can take children in under the age of 18, and it's not just an over 18 premises, because we're stuffed. I've got a 12-year-old with me, so, and dog. We might have a dog. No, not got a dog this time. But yeah, I've got a 12-year-old, so hopefully you can take a 12-year-old into these places. Most micro pubs these days, you're allowed to take children in with you. So hopefully. So, upstairs at Brew York is great. All right, yeah. Oh. Well, I'll have my little one with me, and our friends will be with us as well. And they've got 2 daughters, so should be interesting. So, hazy orange pour. It's a true tropical festival beer. Not too tropical. Quite the more subtle, to be fair. Brewdog beers. Brewdog were a good brewery. Their beers can be very hit and miss. Some are very good. Some, yeah, not so good. But they really rate themselves. But their marketing is through the roof, you know. And one of their bosses isn't the best of personalities, so I hear. Massive amount of keg lines upstairs. Rightio. It's the keg that I'd rather go for. Yeah, the Impies. Yeah. Long as the kiddos are allowed in, I'm all good. That's something I might need to check come Sunday, or check beforehand. Message them and say, "Oh, you're allowed to bring children in." Good evening, Craig. And I'm just about to kill the review, unfortunately. Review chat. Yeah, never just a review. But thank you for everyone joining. After this week, I will set up probably 7:30 most nights a live review. This week it'll be higgledy piggledy because 2 nights I'm actually at a beer festival, and then we're going away. But I will try. Once I'm back from holiday, I will try to do like an standard 7:30 review. But yeah, Other Half Brewing from New York, amazing beer. Other Half Shelfie. Got a brew dog opening in Melbourne in an old prison. That's different. Yeah, I use StreamYard for streaming. What mic? I don't use a mic. No, I just use what's on the Chromebook. Yeah, I'm not posh enough to have a mic. It costs money. That's cheap. Little Beer Festival this first looks a bit naff. You're not the only one who said that, David. Craft beer breweries are struggling. Unless you're a mega brewery like Brewdog and places like that, the rest of them are struggling to put beers out at that price. Craft beer prices are going to go up. You look like everything else at the moment. Really enjoyed this. 7.4% double dry hopped IPA called Showers, Other Half New York. A year out of date, mind you. Still tasting absolutely amazing. Year out of date. Balmy. Absolutely balmy. Until 8 p.m. Cheers, mate. That's great. After 8 p.m, we'll be knackered anyway. Or we'll probably go somewhere where you can go a bit longer. For me, good 4.3 on this. I've had better from Other Half. But yeah, that might be because I've been talking for 37 minutes. This is a Chromebook. This is, funnily enough, it's a good Chromebook though. Well, ish. Wife bought it, so I better not say too much. But yeah, so decent beer. I'm getting lost on what I'm saying, and yeah, really enjoyable from Other Half New York, and that is it for this review. Thank you all for joining in. I'm going to do another review tomorrow night. Probably about 7:30 tomorrow night, because I'm probably working till about 6:30, 7 o'clock. Always do lates on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Go get them pennies in, as you do. But yeah, thank you all for joining and watching. And Buckstone Whetstone is superb, mate. That is a superb beer, nonetheless. And thank you for joining in. And I can put the lad some dinner on before he moans to his mum when she comes home. Thank you for watching. See you soon. Cheers. Well, if I can actually turn the end broadcast. Yeah.